Happy National Tortilla Chip Day! The Jersey City Free Public Library and the Children's Service Team presents you this wonderful program celebrating National Tortilla Chips. In this program, you'll see a brief history of the tortilla chips, some activities you could do at home to celebrate this special occasion. Then you'll see a quick clip of how you can make your own tortilla chips at home. And also at the end, you'll have a cooking segment with me making my own recipe of loaded nacho chips. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And please don't forget to share, tag a friend, let everyone know Jersey City Free Public Library is offering a wonderful virtual program and it's cooking. So let's begin with a brief history of National Tortilla Chip Day. Give me 1 second while I share my screen. And here is a brief history of the tortilla chips. Tortilla chips were initially an afterthought, a simple snack made with leftover tortillas. But these crispy triangles of deliciousness soon became a nationwide sensation, and each February 24th, we celebrate these salty snacks with National Tortilla Chip Day. Whether you eat yours plain or dip them in a spicy or mild sauce, tortilla chips bring the fiesta to any occasion. Here's a timeline of National Tortilla Chip Day. In 1940, reduce, reuse, repurpose. 3 R's. Rebecca Webb Corazon repurposes rejected tortillas from the automated line at her workplace. In 1994, the Golden Tortilla. Carranza receives the Special Golden Tortilla Award for her exemplary contribution to the food industry. 2003, it's official. The state of Texas declares that the tortilla chips as their official snack. 2010, step aside hot dogs and hamburgers. According to a report from the Snack Food Association, tortillas are outselling hot dog and hamburger buns. Wow, that's something that I didn't know. Did you guys know that? Let's move on. National Tortilla Chip Day activities. So here are some activities that you can do at home with your family or friends to celebrate National Tortilla Chip Day. Make your own tortilla chips. You can buy really good tortilla chips at your local market. And of course, some of the best ones can be had at the Mexican restaurants down the street. But did you know tortilla chips are very simple to make at home? Heat some oil up, cut up some tortillas, fry, and enjoy. And remember, guys, if you don't want to fry them, you can do them in the air fryer. You don't want to fry them in all that oil, or you can bake them in the oven. You have 3 simple ways you could do your own tortilla chips at home. Another activity you could do is buy a bag and some guac. Guac is guacamole. Stop by your local grocery store and grab a bag of tortilla chips with some guacamole or salsa, or some nacho cheese. Sometimes we enjoy these delicious chips by ourselves. No shame in this chip game. So see, you can eat your chips by themselves. Or you could dip them in some mild salsa like I got here. Some nacho cheese. In the cooking segment at the end, I made my own homemade nacho cheese. You can use guacamole that I already ate some, store-bought. Or my favorite, you could dip them in some sour cream. I love sour cream. Or you can eat them plain, however you want. Another activity you could do is host a chips and salsa night. Tortilla chips are the perfect party food. So throw them a big party. Host a fun night with friends and family and have each person bring his or her favorite type of tortilla chips and salsa. There are blue corn chips, organic, salted, unsalted, and many more. Chip, chip, hooray! Now here's why we love National Tortilla Chip Day. They are social food. These crisp, delicious corn treats are perfect for sharing with your friends. Nothing makes a party like a bowl of salsa and a bag of tortilla chips. Then again, they're also an ideal snack for when you're alone on your couch or in your pajamas. I love to do that. Another reason we love National Tortilla Chip Days are nachos, and we're gonna make some nachos at the end. Nachos without tortilla chips is just a gooey mess. Tortilla chips make the dish, and this dish is one of the best foods in existence. This alone makes the tortilla chip a national treasure. And another reason we like National Tortilla Chip Days, they are a perfect vessel for any salsa. Mild, medium, strong, corn, peachy, chunky, thin. The salty, crispy tortilla chips complements each of them, bringing out their unique flavors and bringing them to our mouths. Delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this a brief history of tortilla chips. How do you like to eat your chips? With salsa, guac, nacho cheese, or sour cream? Now I'll show a brief video on how to make your own tortilla chips at home and also my own nacho recipe. Remember, if you try this recipe or celebrate National Tortilla Chip Day, please post your pictures in the comment section or hashtag symbol JC Library Love. Or you can email me at wdelgado@jclibrary.org. We want to see how you celebrate this special day. So how do you like to eat your chips at home? Me personally, I like to eat them with sour cream. I like to grab my chip, dip it in some sour cream, and take a bite. Good. So tell me what you like to dip your chips into. Let me know in the comment section.
First thing you're going to need is some sort of fry setup. You're going to need some hot oil such as peanut oil or canola oil, a fryer, and a thermometer because we're going to be frying at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit today. If you're using an outdoor fryer, make sure you have it far away from your house or anything that's flammable or important to you. Next, get some round corn tortillas. You can get them at pretty much any grocery store. Cut them into quarters, and we're just going to throw them in the fryer. You want to disperse them evenly so they don't stick together. Be careful you don't splash yourself with the hot oil. And you don't want to overcrowd them either. You can use a ladle or some sort of strainer, or you want to push them down into the oil, being very careful not to splash yourself so that they get full coverage. You just kind of stir them around a little bit. Average cook time per batch is about 2 minutes. Once the bubbling is slowed down and they started to change color, they're all done. You can use a strainer basket to fish them out. Just shake off the oil and then put them in a pan lined with paper towels to dry. Once again, the oil's really hot. Be careful not to burn or splash yourself. Once you've got a nice amount of tortilla chips in your tray, you can apply a generous helping of table salt or kosher salt, and then just give them a toss to mix up the seasonings. It's going for the taste. Delicious.
Hey guys, can you guess what I'm about to make? If you guessed nachos, you're correct. In celebration of National Tortilla Chip Day, this Wednesday, February 24th, on the Jersey City Free Public Library's Facebook page at 6 p.m. I'll be premiering my video. In that video, you'll see a history of tortilla chips, also how you can make your own tortilla chips at home, and my nacho recipe. So I hope you check back and see what we have in store for you. And don't forget, I'll be making my own nacho cheese sauce. Delicious. Hey guys, so I'm here and I'm gonna start prepping my vegetables. I'm going to cut some of this onion, red onion, our tomato, and our cilantro for garnish. So what I'm gonna do is cut the onion first. Next thing we're going to cut is our tomato. Now, you don't have to use tomato if you don't want to. I like to put tomato because I think the tomato gives it that fresh little flavor that So now I got some organic cilantro. You don't have to use organic, guys. You can use whatever you find. Like I said, this is what I found quickly at ShopRite, my local supermarket. So here I have 2 8-ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. Now I'm just going to chop them up into little cubes so it could be easier to melt down when we make our cheese sauce. We have our tomatoes, our cilantro, and our onion. 2 packs of ground beef that I brought at ShopRite. I mean, you could put as much meat as you want. If you guys don't want to use ground beef for your nachos, you can use chicken, you can use steak, you can use pork, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to use ground beef. That's how I like to do my my nachos. And that's how we're going to do it. So the pot is already hot. I'm going to add the meat first, and then I'll add my seasonings later. And I'll show you why I do that, because I like to let the meat cook for a little bit. Then add all the seasonings. So let's check back on our meat and see how it's looking. So I had to change my view real quick of the camera, and I had to change my pot. Something was burning. But here's how the meat is looking. So it's looking very, very cooked. So now what we can start doing is adding all of our wonderful seasonings. Just get a couple of spoons. So first we're going to add some of our onion. Remember, just a little bit. I want to save some for the toppings. Gonna add some of our cilantro. Going to add a little bit of our garlic paste. Our sofrito. Going to add 1, 2, some adobo. Black pepper. Then you want to add the 2 packets of sazon. And then what you want to do is you want to mix all this up and let it cook with all these wonderful flavors. I can smell it already. It's going to smell so delicious. We're going to let this cook a little bit with the seasonings. Going to cover it up. Okay, so let's check on our meat. Smells so good. Wish you guys had smell-o-vision at home. So I had my mother taste the meat. She said it was excellent, but you know I gotta taste it too. So I'm just gonna taste it real quick. That meat is delicious. So now what you're gonna do is we're going to drain this meat, get all that oil out, and just let it sit in the pot on the side. Now we're gonna do our cheese sauce for our nachos. The meat, I drained it, I put it to the side. It's ready, cooling off. Now we're gonna do our cheese sauce. And this is a 5-minute recipe, so it should only take 5 minutes. So we're going to put our burner on. Make sure it's on. And what you need for this recipe is, I actually doubled the ingredients only because this is for 1 serving. So for 1 serving, you would use 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 cup of whole milk, 6 ounces of medium cheddar shredded cheese, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. We're not going to use the chili powder. We're going to just use our own seasoning for this, like I said. But what we're going to do is, like, I doubled everything. So instead of using 2, 2, and 1, we're going to use 4, 4, and 2. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. right here on the butter, it tells you where to cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to use mainly half of it. So I'm going to cut that right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to add your butter to the pot with your flour. And this is 4 tablespoons of flour. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get a whisker. A whisk, because you have to whisk the butter and the flour together. Adding the milk to this mixture. So I'm going to get the milk. And I have 2 cups of milk. I'm going to start adding it little by little. Take a spoon, dip the spoon into the milk, and if the spoon coats the back of if the milk, the mixture coats the back of the spoon, then it's ready. Somewhat. Almost there. I think with a little more. So we're going to let this boil a little bit, and then we're going to add our cheese, season it up with some salt and pepper, and see how everything tastes. Let's do our spoon test and see. Perfect. That's how you want, your bechamel sauce, your roux is already cooked down. So we're going to start adding some cubes in. So here we go. There's the cheese melted. OMG. This looks awesome. So now what we gotta do is we just gotta season it up real quick. And this is done. Homemade cheese sauce. Hey guys, so welcome back. So the meat and the cheese is sitting to the side. Now we're gonna start prepping our mini oven because I don't want to do this in the big oven and make a mess. Rather do it here, make it quick and simple. So I'm going to set my temperature at 350, and I just want to turn it on, and we're going to put it on bake. And there you go. I have my pan here ready, and I'm going to set it up. I'm going to pre-cook my nacho chips in the oven real quick for a few minutes. Put some cheese on it so it could hold it, and then put all the toppings on top. So we're going to use these tortilla chips, Ole, Mexican food tortilla chips. You can find these in ShopRite. They usually have them on sale. Today I think they were $1.99, but usually you can get them for 99 cents. So that's always good to get them. So what we're going to do is we're going to start setting up our tortillas. We want to cook these tortilla chips in the oven real quick before we put our toppings on. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people do it differently. I'm going to do it this way. So first I'm going to get some aluminum foil. Stick to the bottom with some cooking spray butter. I'm going to open my nacho bag. And I'm going to arrange the chips like so. Okay, so I'm going to take my chips. They've been in the oven for a good 10 minutes. They're nice and hot. Ooh. Now, you're gonna take some shredded. I got some shredded Mexican cheese blend. Now, we start assembling. You wanna take some meat. Cheese sauce. Some of our leftover onions. Just sprinkle it on real quick to give it that nice punchy flavor. Add our tomatoes. So I have some tomatoes here. Just gonna add them on. This is like a loaded nachos. There. And some of the cilantro to give it that ping ping, ting ting. Okay. I'm not going to add the guacamole or the sour cream yet because I'm going to jump and put this in the oven real quick. Oh, forgot one more thing. More cheese. I mean, you can start eating it just like this right now, but I want the cheese to melt. So now we're just gonna pop this back into the oven real quick so it can just warm up. So now I'm gonna take the nachos out of my oven. OMG. Look at this beauty. So now we're gonna finish it off. You can put whatever toppings you like. Throw jalapenos, sauce, and everything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some mild, chunky salsa and just sprinkle it on different spots. Let it get all over. Now we're going to take some of guacamole that I brought. And we're just going to glob a couple of, maybe in the middle, right there. Another one right up there. Maybe one right here. There you go. And last but not least, my favorite, I love some sour cream. I'm going to put some sour cream. And I'm going to put a dollop here. A dollop there. There. And there. Maybe another one here. Another one here. There you got it, guys. Nachos with some tortilla chips, loaded nachos. So hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful recipe. And if you guys try this at home, please put them in the comment section, your pictures of what you do at home. Send them to hashtag JCLibraryLove, or you could email them to wdelgado@jclibrary.org. Show me what you guys made at home. This is what I made. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me give you a close-up. I can't wait to eat this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful video of National Tortilla Day. In celebration of National Tortilla Day, we made some loaded nachos. And I hope you guys make your own loaded nachos at home like Mr. William did just now. And I'll see you again for our next program. Bye.